don't care if you are a plumber. God will give you revelation how to own the plumbing company. I don't care if you're a secretary, you've been there for 20 years making $4 an hour. You sit there and meditate on this and you start meditating on it. See, because nothing is moved. Nothing can be received unless the voice of God is ministering to you. Most don't come because you give them 100 hours a week and you're supposed to be there 40. They might get tired of looking at you. Now, watch this. Now, I know what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm not just saying what I'm saying. I used to have people, I was, regional manager or whatever you want to call them people, over a large corporation. Okay, we did almost billions a year. And I controlled all Southern California. Man, when the people that stay all the time, all day long, man, I didn't want them around me. You ain't getting no raise because you hang out all day. That's not how you get a raise, man. And you trying to find promotion, trying to be the best. I mean, promotion coming from the Lord, man. Coming from who? The Lord. Say it comes from above. Now, promotion comes from above, and he in charge when we follow his plan. Now, say I refuse to toil. I refuse to toil. So notice this. This is, let us, watch this, verse 11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest. So now it's telling us to labor to enter into a particular type of rest. Say amen to that. Amen. Now, this doesn't mean for you not to go get a job. Tell your neighbor you need to go get a job. Okay? This is not, people hear that. Rest, I mean, I'm going to stay home every day. You stay home, you ain't going to have no house. You ain't have no apartment. Right? Go back to Genesis chapter 2. Let me show you something. People want to sit home and do nothing. God ain't talking about nobody doing nothing. Jesus said, I'm about my Father's business, and he was a man that worked. We didn't call him a carpenter for nothing. You ain't a carpenter unless you're working. So toiling doesn't mean work. Because Jesus said, I'm working the word. Are you listening to me? Now, his desire, right, was carpentry. That's what he desired to do. He liked it that. But he was anointed and assigned to the gospel. Okay? Look at Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. And the Lord took man and put him in the garden to do nothing. Right? Remember, he got the blessing on him. Okay? He got the blessing on him. He's called to dominate. God put his butt in that garden so he could work. That's right. You see that? Come on, don't look at me like I'm funny. Don't look up there. It says he put him in the garden to dress it and to keep it. In other words, to tend, to guard, and to keep it. In other words, to work it by faith in God's sweatless plan. But he was going to work. He said, listen, because what God did to Adam is that when he created him outside the garden, where the weeds was at. Adam was out there looking at them weeds. Let him know this is what it looked like out here. This is what it looked like without the blessing. Here what it looked like, toiling. Here what it looked like without the blessing. You're going to be toiling, you're going to be out here where these weeds at. and then God took Adam and he picked him up and put him in the garden. And I said, whew. And God said, but here's the condition. You're going to work. You're going to tend this garden and you're going